Hi, I'm Euge Valovirta, and on this video I'm gonna check out Softube's Kerry King KK2203 Marshall signature head. Yes, indeed. The song you just heard wrote this for this video, and I used the Softube's Kerry King plugin. I forget to mention that on the intro that this is a plugin, but it feels so real that well, yeah. So, indeed, I'm on a kind of on a journey to Softube's plugins, because they have each has a 20-day trial, and I wanted to try out the Kerry King one. Looks great and sounds great. So what we have here is there's Kerry's presets, 5 presets that he has made, and then lots of other presets that I think Softube has made. Then there's a cabinet section. There's 5 impulse responses or captions that legendary producer Terry Date has made. And here's info about what mics were used, blah blah blah. It's Kerry King's Marshall mode for cabinets. I believe this has a Celestion G100K or something, 100 watt Celestions. And then here is his live impulse response, recorded at Euge, Stockholm, Marshall cabinets, 2 PR, 1 PR40 and 1 PR30B microphone. And then a custom set where here is basically the Terry Date microphones. There's 4 different SM57s in different angles, and then U87 Neumann like as a room mic, and then D19 and M88 microphones. So you can make your own impulse responses or mixes of these microphones. Pretty cool. So the preset I used on the song Guitar Left is this Kerry King Rhythm 3. So it is the Kerry King sound. As you can see, lots of mids and lots of highs. It's like really aggressive and nasty tone. Probably a bit too much for my taste. So this amp is basically your standard JCM800 2203, but with KT88 power tubes. And then this has the Beast section, which is basically the assault knob. It's because before this signature amp, Kerry King used the Beast that this is based. So he boosted it with a EQ. I think he used a Bass 10-band EQ, and then he had his own signature 10-band EQ made by MXR. So this is basically his EQ setting, which is pretty heavy mid boost. And this, with this intensity knob, you can control the amount of the boost. And here's also noise gate, which on this Kerry King Rhythm 3 is not engaged. So it works like when it's 10, it's off, and then the more you dial, then it's active. Well, it sounds like Slayer, and the guitar I'm using is my custom shop, Japan custom shop, ESP with EMG 81, 85 pickups. I think Kerry used a bit similar guitar around Seasons in the Abyss. Okay, let's go through Kerry's presets. Start on the 1. As you can hear and see from the settings, so much highs, mids and presence. I made my own presets, EVKK1, where I used the Terry Dates setting number 1, and I don't have the Beast mode on, the EQ. Dialed pretty much the same than on my 800 here, which I'm gonna compare soon. Yeah, typical 800. I must say that this is indeed beast, like without the beast knob, because it's really close to my 800, which is more aggressive than your usual 800. So then when we add super overdrive, then let's compare to my 800. So boosted with an, so without the SD, the 800s. So this is real amp. Boosted with SD. So really close. I mean, there's a difference, but this is modeled after Kerry's amp, and I used the same IR, the Terry Date #1 with the real amp too. So my signal is the amp, then into serve reactive load, then a direct out, so without the IR. So it's just a pure sound. It sounds like this. So same IR, everything. So I mean, yeah, it looks beautiful, sounds great. The impulse responses are, you know, great. And you can choose your own. So really good plugging of a classic amplifier. And what else can I say? You know, I mean, real deal is a real deal. You hear the depth and everything. I've said this before, but in a mix, let's actually listen in a mix while we're at it. So what I have here is first two guitars with the just a plug-in, and left guitar is Terry Date setup #1. Then the guitar right is same EQ on the amp, but just the Terry Date setup #5. Sounds like this. They're really close. Obviously, I have had a Kerry King's sound there, so it's like quite different than what I dialed. But well, let's listen once more the plugin. My settings. And then the amp with the same IR. Yeah, on the video I did about the amp rooms JCM800, I said that it's the best 800, but I gotta say that this one is even better. This sounds really great and the impulse responses are great. And you can, if you have the amp room, it's also here in the amp room. So you can, you know, use the overdrives that comes with the amp room, different cabinets, impulse responses. So it automatically, if you have the amp room, this will be here on the amp room as well, and you can use it as a standalone. Great thing. I'm really happy about it. I mean, I have real amps, which I use obviously, but it's amazing to have a plugin that sounds basically the same and feels. So I can record good sounding guitars, you know, with a laptop everywhere, wherever I want. I encourage you to check this out. The Softube has a 20-day tryout period, which I'm on now, but most likely I will buy this because, you know, I don't need it, but it's cool to have. But if you don't have real 800s and don't wanna spend thousands of euros, check the Kerry King out. It's better than the 800 on the actual amp room, and the impulse responses are better. Stronger recommendation. Hey, thanks for watching. See you next time. Take care. Bye.